Yeah, man. Last Sunday of the month, we have a new policy at this home group. We're gonna have a speaker, and Geno was gracious enough to accept the invite. What, like 2 hours ago, something like that. Man, I'm excited to hear what you had to say. I've heard it before, and I'm excited to hear what 2 years later it's gonna sound like. You know what I mean? So do your thing, buddy.
Thanks,
we love
Kyle.
you. Appreciate it.
Hey, I'm Geno, I'm an addict. First off, I got to thank God, man. It's a miracle my ass is sitting right here. It's a miracle, man. I don't forget that. It's hard to forget that. You know, I'm grateful, man. I remember. You know, it's been a journey. You know, I'm a former chronic relapser. So, I remember I used to be mad at people. I'm like, man, they turn their backs on me, you know, because I'd come up and people weren't so loving and like, hey, man. And, you know, but then, you know, as time went on, I work on myself. I'm like, man, I wasn't even taking this shit serious. You know what I mean? That would have probably killed me and kept me out there longer. People were like, hey, man, hey, you know, when I came back. I'm grateful everything happened like it did. So, it took me about 11 years to get 2 years. Damn, it takes what it takes. But, man, because of that, the one thing I was missing this last time, man, was everything. I thought it was one thing, it was everything, man. That's why I'm a grateful guy today, man. I'm so grateful. In everything, man. I always find something to be grateful about, man. And that's an action to me, so what I do stuff, man. What do I do about the gratitude? You know, I go out and do good things, man. I don't talk too much about it, but I do a lot, man. Just because I'm grateful, man. It just comes out naturally. So much has been given to me, man. You know, there's so many people in my life today, man, that I feel like they raised me in Narcotics Anonymous. One, I'm sitting right there, Joseph. You know, but there's so many, man. And, you know, my circle started like that, but as I work on myself, I start to trust people more. I'm open-minded, willing, and honest. Take an honest look at what people are saying. Learn how to listen. The more my circle's gotten big, and I'm grateful, man. Damn. I'm right here on a Sunday instead of out of money going, damn, man. Damn, I'm fucked up again. How do I get home? Showing up at these meals, I don't know if anybody ever remembered. I'd have burnt fingers and burnt lips and shit, man. God, mercy. Trying to hide that shit, act like, man, they can't tell. And you know, some people try to hide it. When they look at it, someone just look at you like, damn, the fuck? I used to look in the mirror and go, damn, I look fine. Hey. A little backstory, man. I grew up with a lot of child abuse, right? I was abused real bad, beaten. A lot, man. So, and I was touched inappropriately also. You know what I mean? And I used to blame all this shit on that. You know what I mean? Blamed everybody but me. What could I do about it? I couldn't do nothing about that back then, man. Give them a break too, man. They did the best they could, right? You know? One's the person I love more than anything on this planet. And she did the best she could, man. She got mental illness, like I do, right? Mine's this disease. Did the best she could, and she made her amends physically, man, and through action. You know, she ain't got to say I'm sorry. She shows me every day. And I'm grateful I get to take care of her, man. I put her through hell. You know, thank God for the steps that I can look back at shit like that, man. All the shit I've done to hurt people, most of all myself. I never knew that. It's like, damn, I hurt myself more than anybody. That actually matters. That matters today. I look back and go, hey, man, I was untreated. That's all. Now I'm responsible for this shit. So guess what? I'm a hard worker. When I want something, you can't stop me, man. So here I am. This last one, man, I didn't think I was going to get back in here. God. I had a head full of NA and a heart this time. Heart full of it, man. I was like, damn, I could remember the shit. But my brain was so fucked up on drugs, man. So bad. I could remember it, but I couldn't. I was like, damn, I remember it was really nice. There's people that love me, especially my home group, NA and Noon, man. They showed me a unique love I've ever felt in my life, man, even for my family. And it was too shameful to even pray, man. And just one day I said, man, you know what, let me try it. I prayed. I said, I'll do anything. If you get me back in there, I'll do anything. I promise, man, I'll do anything. I will give it my all. Listen to all the suggestions, man. I'm going to get the fuck out the way this time. I'm ready to do anything, man. And something hit me, man, the nerve. This fucking guy full of shame had the nerve to call somebody. I called Kwaisi. You know, thinking, damn, he's going to, you know. Knowing Kwaisi loves me, he's going to judge me, though. You know, hell no. He talked some sense to me, man. Finally, things started ringing, man. It started working. He sent me to talk to Dwight, man. So Dwight, I talked to him. He was in a recovery place. And those two I listened to, man, the wheel started turning, man. Dwight talked me into getting some money. He wanted to loan me some money. I'm like, I can't, man. That's like, I've owed half of NA money, bullshitting. I'm saying, hey, man, I'm running out of gas, you know what I mean? So I made all my financial amends and apologized. But I made all of them. So I'm grateful, man. He talked me into getting some money from my mom. My mom's poor as hell, man. She put her little bag out with some change, man. Gave me that money to get on that MARTA bus. I got my ass to NA at noon, man. And it was over with. I said, damn, let's go. My spirit was just, man. They took me in. I feel like they raised me. I feel like Narcotics Anonymous raised me, man. Even though I'm an old man, I'm a young kid, though, man. I'm a fucking kid growing up. You know, this is all new to me, man. I was getting high for 25 fucking years, you know? Can't stop. I'm out there burning myself up, man. Out there with the drug dealers and the gangs, the prostitutes. Had a prostitute out there taking care of me. Just wanted some company, man. You know, she doing her shit so I could get geeked up. I wouldn't even eat. She would eat and I wouldn't eat. Hell no, I want another one. You know, it's been crazy, man. It's been a crazy journey, man, but I'm really grateful today because of that shit, man. God. Yeah, this last time was it, man. I really live life in gratitude, man. God, I live life in gratitude, man. Ain't nothing that fucking bad, man. Nothing. My disease attacks me, and I'm like, man, whatever, dude. Thank God I got a network, and I talk to people, man. I don't share too many negative shit. I go to a lot of meetings. I do a lot. But I don't share a lot of negative shit because I don't get a chance to. I don't wait for no meeting, man. I get it out. You know, I took that suggestion, call people. Call people, man. God, and I love doing that shit today. I was just like, call me, man. I mean it. You know what I mean? Call my ass. I love this shit. You know what I mean? So it's easy. Now I do it. I just call people and talk about it, man. I might be calling somebody who's called maintenance. Just call and say, what's up, man? How you doing? All of a sudden, they might have something or I got something, man. And so, you know, they say more will be revealed, man. I love that quote because it keeps happening. More keeps getting revealed just out of nowhere. Boom. You know? Like last week I had a kind of a rocky thing, so I always think, hungry, angry, lonely, tired. What can I do about it? Let's see. I've been eating that tired shit, man. I need to take my ass to bed earlier. I couldn't sleep a couple of nights, but I see a psychiatrist, right, for medicine. He gave me some damn, I don't like taking anything, you know, Tylenol or nothing, man. But Seroquel, that's some strong shit. I remember Fulton County, that was a damn drug in there, boy. You know, so it kind of reminds me of that, so I don't want to take it. But I said, what can I do? Let me go take that shit, man. Get a couple of nights sleep. And, you know, sometimes you got to do that, man. I run it by people. But, yeah, I do what I can. You know, the hungry, angry, lonely, tired, I stay mindful of that. Yeah, I grew up, I still suffer with a lot of issues. I have a therapist because I don't play, man. I love Narcotics Anonymous, and I love this new change, man. I'm always seeking to be better, you know, and the only way to do that is just be honest, man. You know, where I fuck up. You know, when someone tells me that and I trust them, hey, man, good. Let me work on that. Let me be open-minded about that. What do you suggest? And I talked to my therapist. And I'm the last person to get a therapist. But I took that suggestion. I said, let me try that shit. I'll try it. Yeah, it's helped me a lot, man. But there's some things I struggle with still. There's a lot, man. I've come a long ways. But I got to give myself a break. Like my sponsor says, man, give yourself a break. You know, you're human. And give them humans a break, too. You know, when you start taking other people's inventory, they're human beings, too. Give them a break. And while you're at it, give yourself a break. He just says this one little thing, man, it hits home. God, I love James, man. Wow. And if it ain't him, it's my network, man. You know, there's a lot of love in here. Never felt love like this ever, man. You know, that I've been in here, I'm like, God, while I was out there all those years, man, I would have died to have just one of y'all, man. Just one of y'all. Now, I get as many as y'all want. All I gotta do is, that's why I go to a lot of meetings, man. I take advantage of that shit. I'm in the West End. I'm everywhere, man. Because the more I get around, man, the more of y'all I have. So, and I just love this shit, man. I wouldn't give it up for nothing, man. I don't ever want to let myself down again. So I take the steps so I don't do that. And, you know, being abused, I grew up violent, very violent. And went to prison. I used to live at Cobb County Jail. I lived there. And it's funny because God keeps doing these amends things, man. So now I do H&I right next to it, man. I've been doing it about a year and a half, right next to the jail. And that's one of the things I say, hey, man, I used to be right there. And in the West End's where I started my drug addiction. I do a lot of shit with the West End, man. And even the Fulton Industrial, that was my main shit, right? So they have kind of like 24-hour, there's marathons there, like every single holiday, even if it's a small one. And I'm able to go there now and participate, you know what I mean? Right across in the hotel where I used to, God, that's a miracle, man, that I can do that today. And other guys are out there, we're just out there talking, can relate, man, and how we got clean, how we work this shit, together. It's beautiful, man. Just making living amends everywhere, man. Going to conventions there. For work, man, I'm going through areas where I used to get high. Keep that shit moving, man, because I used to go out there show everybody, man, hey, I got 30 days clean, 60 days clean. Thought I had it going on. I pull up, I got a car now and shit, right? Next thing you know, I'm like, damn, fuck it. Those are my last words. I try not to use it anymore because that was my last words many times right before I went back out. Fuck it. Damn, I ain't got that much time anyways. Let me go get one. Shit, I'll play it off when I get back in there. Shit, they can't tell. I've never even come close to a year, man. That last one was, I claimed 8.5 months. I was in denial, man. I was in Fulton County 4.5 months. That was some dangerous shit. That sucked. And I took a gummy. Right? Then I stayed clean for 4 months after that. So that ain't no 8.5. That's 4 months, really, being in here. But that 4 months, I found my heart loved NA, man. Finally, my heart loved it. I was like, when I was out this last time, man. I'm telling you, I almost didn't make it back. I didn't know how I was going to get back in here. The shame, mercy, and making those amends, man. I've hated my stepmom forever. And once I made those amends, I trust the program and say, let me trust it and try it. There's a reason why they say this shit. Let me try it. I had to sit her and my dad down or it wouldn't work out, right? She won't do it by herself. And it was great. They didn't tell me, go fuck yourself. They were like, that's, we're proud of you. What can I do to make things right? Keep doing what you're doing. And then she made her amends to me, man. Look how it works. She's making amends to me. I'm like, damn. All my life I hated her. And starting the first Mother Days, 2 Mother Days in a row, I'll call and say, can I speak to Janice? How was your day? Happy Mother's Day, Little stuff is growth, man. My mom, that was a big one. My mom, man. That one freed me quite a bit. Yeah, with my mom, sit there and tell her all the shit I put her through, man. So she was a little different. I had to bring a sense of humor at first. And then, man, it was just a beautiful thing, man. I love doing amends. I mean, there's more I got to do now. I got a few more, damn it. Because I've went through girls' bank accounts. Yeah, there was a couple. Man, I went through their bank account, man. They didn't charge me. They didn't put me in jail or nothing. Just, man, shit. I was untreated, but it sure would be good to put an end to that. Yeah, I got out of prison. I started, something I always wanted to do was like MMA, so I did that. And I thought I was healed because I was in RSAT. So I graduated. So that was the problem. I graduated. High honors. I'm good. All it took was an argument with my girl, man. The girl in love of my life at that time. And I'm back there in the strip club. And it closes down, and guess what? I'm on Fulton Industrial. Here we go. That same night, my mom's so proud of me, drove to Savannah to see me graduate. Catches me emptying her change jar out to get some money. God, fuck. Wow. Damn. I hurt her so bad, man. But see, I get to look back and remember this kind of stuff I think about, man. But in a good way, like, damn, I ain't never got to do that shit again. I got a friend, we ride down the street, we'll see somebody out there. I'm like, you see that, bro? That's shit. That was me. I said, if I don't put this shit first, that's going to be me again. One thing I decided that I have to do is put this first. Because everything I put before it, everything I've lost, man. Everything. No exceptions, man. I'll lose it again. I worked hard to build relationships. And my grandma was an accidental one. I was on the phone with her telling her I got to do some amends. She said, what is that? And I said, well, actually, this is how it works. I said, Grandma, I did this and that. She goes, oh, if you've never done anything right. Then all of a sudden, when we talk, she starts telling me what I did. It starts coming out. I said, see, Grandma, I told you. See, that's how it works. I'm proud of you. Just keep doing what you're doing, Oh, God, man. I don't say sorry. I've never said sorry either when I do it. I just tell them what's going on. What's going on in my life today, they see the change, man. There's nothing that beats that, man. They see it, and you see it in them. You see it that they see it. That's amazing, man. It's like a dream come true. I always wanted to get clean somehow. Just didn't want to get the work in, man. Didn't want to do the work. Always had a big ego, So I'm sensitive to that, man. I'm working on shit like that. Like if I see somebody, I think they have an ego. It strikes me a certain way, right? And I can't help it. It's just a feeling that hits me, right? It's like trauma or whatever. Because people try to bully me and shit like that. And I still have that today, man, even in the rooms. And I hate it, but I talked to my therapist about that. I'm working on that, Because I had that shit. They say, you spot it, you got it. I had that shit, man. I spared that shit. And I don't know, man, it just does something. And I'm working on that, man. There's a lot of things I've conquered. I give myself a break, man. I'm putting in the work. I'm being honest about it. It feels good to share it here, you know? And, yeah, one of my things that really, you know, it's... For 43 years, I've suffered from something, certain, you know, just people in general, man. So I'm out there with normies now, man, and, you know, and living that life. But certain people, the way they carry themselves, it brings up like when I was on Fulton Industrial. So it's either fight or flight. So I take Wellbutrin for that because it's real bad. You know, my thoughts, their thoughts, you know, defects, I don't want to make them shortcomings. So I work hard on that, man. Yeah. One of the biggest amends I couldn't do, man, was, you know, like I was saying, I was doing MMA, and I started off in a real good gym, man, with the pros, right? They treat you differently, you know? And then because of the schedule, I went to a place that had nurses and all kinds of people in there training. I started using. So I'd come in there skinny, and they were like, it was a totally different story. But a lot of it was in my head. I started using, I come in there skinny, burnt fingers. Oh, man. Trying to train, man. God, forever I wanted to make amends to that, man. And my friend in the program trains there. God does this stuff. He's like, come check it out, man. Went and trained one day, and here's some of the guys I used to train with, you know. And they welcomed me back, man. I thought they were going to be like judgmental and make fun of me. And they welcomed me back with open arms, man, you know. So I'm able to go in there and bring like the way I am here, I get to bring that in there. You know, it's beautiful, man. And I'm open about it. You know, I'm open about my life, man. I'm open about it. I got a coach, since I told him I do private lessons, since I told him about my problems, he started killing me, man. Like he's trying to put me to another level of put me through hard work, man, where I grow, you know. There's so much love out there, man. I'm grateful, man. All my dreams are coming true, and I've only got 2 years. You know, I didn't have a car, not a vehicle. I even wrecked my mom's car, man. I had nothing. When I came back this time, man, I didn't know how I was going to get around anything, man. And, I got a little gig. My friend Matt took me to the gig. I said, I can rent a U-Haul for a day. All of a sudden, I got 2 gigs. How the fuck that happened, man? I ran it for a couple of days. Man, out of the blue, right when I need it, boom, I got a week's worth of getting a U-Haul. I don't know if anybody remember me coming in here with U-Hauls. Driving with that U-Haul truck, that's what was up. But I wanted this shit so bad, man. I finally started to believe in myself, man. Thanks to y'all. I see how it works in people's lives, man. I pay attention. My sponsor told me I want you to listen. You know, it's a behavior. Listen. That's the greatest thing I ever learned how to do, man. And I listen by watching. Watching how it works in people's lives, man. I can have that. So, before the meeting, I get with people to have exactly what I want, man. I listen to them in the meeting, then the meeting after the meeting, I talk to them, pick the brains. Man, you'd be surprised what's freely given, man. It's freely given. You know, it's more than... I'm so grateful, man. There's so much been given to me. I get to pass that on just a little bit, you know? Just a fraction. I try to get it all out, but there's no way, man. There's no way. Man. I see how this process works, man. You know? In order to keep it, you give it away. God, man. If it wasn't for the people in my life today, I wouldn't be here, man. You know, John put me on that maintenance plan. You know, at least they got me started calling people every day. I didn't like John for a long time because he told me, sit down, shut up, and listen. And I was like, damn, I don't like this guy. And then later, I was like, damn, that's some of the best fucking advice ever. Damn. I mean, I was in there sharing about nothing. You know, I didn't know anything. I didn't know anything about NA, but I was in there sharing every meeting, you know. You know what I mean? Like, man, I said some good shit. You know what I mean? That's that damn disease, man. Disease got me fooled. So when John told me that, I was like, hell yeah. Yeah. So now I realize it. My sponsor was nicer about it. He goes, go in there and sit there and listen for 60 days. If you need to share, share. But go in there and listen. It's a behavior. So for me, that's what worked. Some of that tough love. Yeah. Because all the other times I was a little victim, you know. It was everybody's fault. It was y'all's fault. Y'all are judging me, you know. Y'all are judging me when I come back in here. And that doesn't even matter, man. The people I thought were judging me, man, that's it. They're not in my network or anything. I'm like, what the hell? What was I thinking? You know what I mean? It's crazy, man. It's crazy how shit works. But yeah, man. Making these amends one day at a time. Once I realized I was a problem, everything changed. Once I realized that, it's nobody else. And I took responsibility this time. Because I'm like a kid growing up, man. Got a lot of work to do. But I like that. I like to get up and do that shit now. I love it, man. I get up and get to work on me. And I love my user dreams. I don't know if anybody has user dreams, but I had one last week. I love them. Because I go through hell, man. I go through hell, then I wake up and go, oh my God. Fuck, it didn't happen. Thank you, God, man. I'm not a morning person, but that day, I'm a morning person. I'm happy as hell. I'm like, woo, God. Hell yeah. Thank you so much. And it's just a fresh reminder, man, like I just relapsed. You know, it's a fresh reminder. God, I love using dreams. I don't like them when I'm in them, but man, I appreciate them. You know, I don't know why I have them, but they're a great gift. Yeah, I do the best I can in the program. You know what I mean? One of the greatest things, one of the best things that was suggested to me, and I took it, was H&I. I love it. You know, I go to Cobb. I've been doing that about a year and a half. And then the West End, I do some things with them sometimes. But yeah, man, there's nothing like, because I go to a lot of meetings, there's nothing like seeing somebody that was at an H&I meeting that you were at, man. You see them, and they come into the fucking meeting, man. Damn! Man! There ain't nothing like it, man. I get to see that. It's fucking awesome, man. Wow! Yeah. Anyways, I don't know what else to say. I was kind of telling my story, but then again, this is where I'm at, man. That's what matters, where I'm at right now. Where I was at sucks. I think everybody can relate to where I was at. Fucking compulsive. You know, oh my God, the obsession. I just can't stop. I wanted to, man. I even begged myself to stop. I even begged God to stop. God, I've lost everything, man. But it was worth it to gain what I have today. And I look forward to the future, what it brings, you know? And my goal is always, if I can help one person. And anyway, man, that's awesome. If something works, man, let's go. If it's just a hug or something. I will say this, man. I remember when I first came a long time ago, I used to go to a meeting. They weren't very huggy. They weren't very huggy to newcomers, especially I was a little bit older. But they weren't very huggy. And I wasn't really doing my part either, but shit, I'm a guy that's fucking doing drugs who don't have any sense at all, you know? So I'm just going, it's tough enough for me to go in there. But because of that, I use that. I'm grateful that happened, because now if you're a newcomer, man, it's a hard, I'm going to come see you before you get out that meeting, man. I'm coming to see you, right? Because of that. You know what I mean? I don't want anybody to feel what I felt, man. It was horrible. You know what I mean? It was horrible, and I'm already an addict, so it was 50 times worse than it actually was, you know? So I don't want that to happen to anybody, man. So it's important. Not letting anybody get out that door. You know what I mean? So, anyways, that's my story. I'm going to stick to it. Thanks.
Thanks, Geno.
All right.